do it? You did a great job. Yeah. Let's go kick it.
Here she is. Great swimmer. Reach up.
Kick. You got the band on?
Good job, baby girl.
Kick. One, two, three. Yay! Get the water. Did we get water that time?
Good job, baby.
Good job. Did you get water that time? 1, 2, 3. Oh, good girl. Yay! 2, 3. Oh, yay!
Hi guys, Roberto Torralbas with Team Third Law. I hope you enjoyed this clip of Rosa Maria, my daughter, 6 months old, taking swimming lessons with Kim. At the end of this video, you're gonna see Kim's contact info in case you're interested in swimming lessons with her. And the reason for this video is because when I started the kids program at the school, you know, one of the ways that I designed it was with my daughter or son at the time, unborn, right, in mind. I say, what would I want my parents, what do I want my son or daughter to receive from a program? What kind of benefits? How would I want it structured? What are the good things to do? What are the not good things to do? And I want the parents, when I say my parents, I mean the parents of our school that are involved in our program, to have access to a program that for nickels on the dollars can deliver the most amount of benefits that things like school systems, even public to private, are not delivering. Things that right now are not current in our society, like access to playgrounds, unlimited access to playgrounds because we're afraid of dangerous people in our streets and so forth. So what I decided is one thing that I cannot provide, one benefit I cannot provide currently at the school is swimming lessons, you know. And the idea for me, I wish I could have a pool in the back, and maybe one day we'll have a pool and maybe we can offer such a thing. But the idea is that all these benefits that we're trying to put into our kids do not get to them by osmosis. We don't wait and assume that they're going to learn to swim. We don't wait and assume that they're going to be good at athletics or academics. Something has to happen in order for them to get these benefits. Now, for the longest of time, one of the topics that gets me started and can get me talking for hours is the idea of talent, that people are born with innate talent and that they can become, the reason they're great at something is because they were destined, you know, to be great at these things. And the idea is very simple. I think is, you know, there are some games like basketball that are biased and you have to be 6'7", but that's not talent. That is a game that is designed for a person of a certain certain genetics. But that doesn't mean that a basketball player necessarily is more athletic. You know, the word athletic being able to be agile, fast, powerful, flexible, have good endurance than let's say Ironman champion, you know, or a triathlon Olympic champion. So what ends up happening is it all becomes about these little things that we do as parents from day one, you know, from 6 months, whenever you can feel that there's a benefit that you could give to your child. You know, the earlier you start, the faster you're gonna see this quote-unquote talent start to happen, you know, quote-unquote, because it's not existent. It's a question of hours of practice. If I start my daughter at 6 months old, 1 day a week, swimming lessons, 30-minute swimming lessons. By the time she's 1 year old, she might be already an okay swimmer and not afraid of the water. Now she goes to her friend's house and she swims a little more, and then maybe she wants to take swimming lessons one day. Now she becomes a better swimmer. Eventually she wants to follow it up. You know, we can do it competitively. But it all starts from the very beginning. It starts from when you feel that it's a good time to give her that benefit. And then of course, you probably saw in the video that Rosa Maria, she's crying, you know, and if you're very attached to your son or attached to your daughter, seeing them cry, for some parents, you know, I get it. When I saw the, you know, when my wife, the sonogram, when my wife was pregnant, you know, I understand how close a mom, you know, can be attached to their son or daughter, because, you know, having the baby for 9 months inside of you is like an extension of you. But the idea is this, you know, without she crying, she's never gonna lose the fear of the water. She's never gonna learn to swim. You know, if we take her out the moment she cries, we expect her to either like cool water or hate the water, or like the outdoors or hate the outdoors, and we think that there's a gene for this. She actually is never going to, or maybe by chance, maybe by coincidence. But I don't believe that we should have our kids up to chance. I think that we should give them all the tools and all the benefits, you know, and do it in a systematic way, so that you know, their lives, they're more prepared for life as they grow up. Now, if I didn't, like I said before, if crying is something that I couldn't handle, now she wouldn't be able to become a good swimmer at an earlier age. Eventually, you know, living in Florida, where there's so much water and there's so much pools, and it is a necessity to learn how to swim for a child. Just like it's a necessity for a child to learn self-defense. You know, there's a lot of things you see on TV about bullying and kids not knowing how to handle their own little problems. When all the kids start saying mean things and so forth, it's a necessity for a kid to learn how to do that. And our martial arts program, you know, like any great martial arts program, will help in this regards. But the question always becomes, to force or not to force? Well, we have to, the answer is very simple. You have to force your child to do the things that are good for them. You know, I know for the longest time people say, oh, maybe martial arts are not for them, maybe swimming is not for them, maybe, it all depends. You know, piano is not for them. Do you want the benefits of piano? Do you want the benefits of a strong academics program? Do you want the benefits of a good martial arts program? Ask the instructor, what are the benefits that you offer? Okay, and if those benefits is what you want for your child, then of course you have to force it. Because just like you saw today, later on, she was happy, she wasn't crying, she was more content. The first 2 days when we took her, it was crying, a lot of crying, but now the third day is getting better, the fifth days get better, in a month she be enjoying the water. But she has to face that fear. Just like as adults we face the fear, so must a child. And I wanted to make this video to show them, to show all the parents how I'm going about raising my own daughter, because you know what I do and what I preach and what I say to my kids is, if I didn't live it with my own flesh and blood, I, you know, be lying to you. But the idea is this, that, you know, from a very young age, I'm going to do 100% everything in my power to involve her in these programs that deliver the most benefits. And my promise to you is I'll keep you all informed. So maybe there's something that I cannot provide at the school that you guys can get your hands on, and then you can provide as well. You know, I really like the quote that says it takes a village to raise a child, and the more people in the community that you can put in your side to help you influence, to help you give you benefits to your daughter that you think are quality people, quality individual, in a world that nowadays is computer screens and TVs and iPads and Nintendo DSs and things like that, that have a negative influence, the better you're going to be better off. My instructor, one of my teachers, taught me one thing, you know, in business, you either do it or you pay someone to do it. And I do believe that you have to treat your child in a way like if you were running a business. And I don't mean like without emotion, you know, of course there's affection and of course there's emotion, but I mean it that as important as a business needs to be run. in a business, if you're not paying attention to your leads or your marketing or your funnels or any little thing, you know, you could be out of business one day, you know, and you stress overnight and you pay so much attention. But the same way, if you don't pay attention to your child, all the influence they have around, all the missed opportunities to develop themselves, they're not going to grow as strong as they possibly could, you know. And I think as a parent, you know, when everything is said and done, you know, when the kid's 21, 25, 30, and we can look back and say, you know, we raised this child well, we gave it our very, very best, you know, we think we did everything in our power, given our education, given our information available to us to do the best for the child. I think that this is more rewarding and more satisfying than having $5 million in a bank account, you know, than anything. Of course, money's great too, but I wanted to make sure of that. So I personally I don't have the time, and I don't trust myself to go every Wednesday right now based on my schedule and have swimming lessons with my daughter, and I don't have a pool. So since I couldn't do it and I really wanted this to get done, I chose Kim as a helper, and maybe in the future I get myself in a habit of helping her do a little bit more, but it's getting done, you know. And my goals is very simple, so that she becomes an avid swimmer and not afraid of the water, and I don't have to fear of she drowning one day, you know. I hope you guys enjoy this quick little video. I'll probably be putting other things as she grows, probably a video every 6 months, seeing what we're up to next. But the idea is to, once again, I want all my parents to have access to information, or to things, or to resources, and to see that we're all in this and trying to make our kids the best kids, and you know have a wonderful life.